from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Miami Dolphins. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday night primetime. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On first down, back to Achane. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. You talk about this Miami defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This pass is caught by London. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Chiefs.
In motion left goes Smith. They'll look to throw now on first down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
2nd down and 8. Now a first carry here for their running back. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Jake Moody now for the point after. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Dolphins nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Open man, that's too small. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards that time.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. The Dolphins at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
That's to the sideline incomplete. A nifty job to make the catch, but the throw took him right out of bounds. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Ready.
They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Cowboys!
He shifts past him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper and second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and 4.
Let's go.
Back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Okay, ready?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
19, Tiger.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Intercepted. take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Mustang 19. 60 Eagles. 60 18. Pioneer. Ready?
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Achane. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. straight ahead with H.M. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. The third down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the 22-yard line.
Second and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Kansas City.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10. Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. H.M. trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on third and goal? In motion comes the tight end left. They'll look to throw on third and goal. He'll dump this off to H.M. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Hands it off out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Warriors 70. Ready, ready.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Quick
hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
17 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
Now back to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Chiefs.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Let's go now. 79 Bronco. Bronco leading.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now he's going to step up and run. Complete. Smith has it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's good.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Looking to throw. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Devon Achane with career touchdown number 70. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Now Moody for the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Chiefs 17, Dolphins 9. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The last series for a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they can't bring him down. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Christian Watson, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Christian Watson, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Ready.
That's caught. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game.
15.
Back now in Miami. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fighting his way through contact. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there for KC. 42 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here we go, set.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to pull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chiefs are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point try now for Moody. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Chiefs 24, Dolphins 15. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Let's go.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Let's go now.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to get it. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
70, Warriors, 70.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Now a deep one for Johnston. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
60 by 6, 60 by 18, Pioneer. 7 Pirates.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Listen, when you're at this point of the game, all options are on the table. 4th down, they say, we've got to go for it. And what a play they come up with. Big yardage there to keep the drive alive.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
22.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now. They want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. He's got his man London right side.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They're going to look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Ready,
They'll
set.
come up 1st and 10 here.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, ready.
He'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Tootin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the double. Let's go.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second down, 8 yards to go. On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal. Patterson's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. This is Smith with a run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He's back to throw. This pass is caught by London. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And running with power here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. But now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Here's 1st and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
A 26-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory.